A lot of us at a certain point in our lives, we end up having certain friends or relationships that we can't let go of. And that might be because we love them or we love certain things about them. Maybe we're attached to the dynamic, it gives us a sense of familiarity or safety. But a lot of those that we cannot let go of, they give us feelings of discomfort in our bodies before our mind can actually process and understand that they actually might be hurting us. Our body literally feels emotions, stores emotions in your stomach, your heart, your shoulders. Don't you feel it sometimes? And when you meet someone, when you're having a conversation, just sometimes being aware of what you feel can really be a huge sign. The thing is, a lot of the time, our minds end up unconsciously blocking out certain thoughts because it's easier to ignore dark emotions when we are used to it, when we are used to that toxicity, or when we are used to that negative, unhealthy dynamic. Mostly if we grew up in an unhealthy family, if we've had bad experiences with people and that's just familiar to us, just knowing that something is bad sometimes is not enough, because you might be feeling it, but you might not be making any decisions towards bettering your relationships or yourself. The thing is, a lot of us get disconnected from ourselves because of how much we spend time around people that make us feel altered in a negative way. Being around just anybody, you're gonna start absorbing their perspective. We're humans. If you're like whoever your friends are, you share a lot of things. You share traits, you share habits, and that's normal. But that's a huge indicator to what kind of person you're hanging out with. Are they making you see the world in a better lens or in a worse one? Do they make you see yourself in a good way? How do you feel about yourself around them? Are you able to be yourself around them? Do you feel safe being yourself? Really, just understanding how people make you feel can really help understand what's healthy for you, can teach you a lot about yourself. Our feelings matter, even the slightest one. Like, you're not sensitive for feeling uncomfortable. You're not sensitive for feeling sad when somebody, says something. You're not sensitive for having feelings, for being a human. In fact, your sensitivity, your emotions are there to guide you, to protect you as well. And a lot of us end up, they start kind of like becoming our enemy, but they're literally a sign. Peace is underrated. A lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know, even myself, we get stuck in this loop where we think toxicity is okay because that's familiar to a lot of people. It's familiar to us when that's all we knew, when our childhood was shit. So it just becomes easier to be in a shit relationship sometimes, to be in a shit friendship, to be doing shitty things with shitty people. That's easy. But sometimes taking a step back and just listening to your mind, to your body, just understanding like, wait, I have an ideal self. We all have an ideal self, a self that we want to be. Like you can call it your higher self, you can call it anything, but having friends that help you become that person rather than the person you don't want to be really helps. Listening to your body, listening to your mind, and just asking yourself these questions when you're around people. Do they make you feel comfort? Do they make you feel safe? How do they make you feel? And taking decisions based on how your body feels around people can be so healthy for you. Sometimes being alone is way less scary than we think. Obviously, it can be difficult, mostly if you're used to always constantly having somebody and if you're still unable to regulate your own emotions. But there are a lot of things that could help you. Mostly if you have unresolved trauma, for example, and that might be making you attract negative dynamics. Therapy, self-reflection, a lot of time, and also just changing your standards, as in telling yourself that you deserve healthy relationships. But you can't just tell yourself, you learn over time what is healthy and what isn't. How? The more you meet people, the more you realize different traits. How some people make you feel comfort, safe. Some people make you feel calm. And that's what you should chase. That's what you should go for. And if you don't have that at the moment, that's fine, and everything comes at the right time. But trust me, it's better than having someone that brings you down. Sometimes letting go of those old dynamics can help you open the door to new ones, even if it might be difficult at the start. But trust me, like when you go through that difficult period, you're gonna end up being way stronger after. Being alone makes you stronger in a way where you will feel like you have yourself and that's all you need. That's something you learn over time. You do need people, obviously, but just having your own safe space so when you meet someone, you don't rely on them. So if you do want to rely on someone, at least rely on someone healthy or something. This is an olive tree. Okay, anyway, I hope this video helped. And if you'd like to hear me talk about random stuff, hit that subscribe button right there. And let me know your experience with this topic. And if there's anything you'd like to share, anything you learned in your life. In general, just listen to your body more, listen to your mind. Trust that journey, trust that journey. Thank you for watching.